Welcome once again to our live stream. This time it's live on YouTube, of course, and you've stumbled here by accident probably, but by design, a few of you. For the past 11 years we've been doing these live streams, and we have been all over the live streaming map when it comes to our stops, and we've touched just about all of them that people actually visit, most of them on a regular basis, and settled on 3 of them over the course of the last few months, because this is where everybody shows up, either TikTok, Facebook, or right here on YouTube. And so that's why we've decided to turn this into a 3-prong proposition. We do it. We spend about an hour here on YouTube every Monday through Friday. And part of that time is doing crossword puzzles, and we're going to do one of those in the span of the next 25 minutes or 30 minutes. So welcome into those of you who are joining us again, like Andrea and Ohio Kim and Tina and Eric and Boss Lady, all of you. Welcome again. 47 degrees. The sun is bright this morning, although it's not going to stay bright all day. We're supposed to actually get some cloud cover, although this looks like it's going to be probably the driest day of the early part of the week. The long-term forecast is calling for a nice day today, generally dry, and then chance of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Linda is also here now. Johnny and Seth are here now.
Classic Rock 103.9, and of course we make up the community here that is mid-Michigan, and this is what live and local sounds like. The rest are kind of just faking it out there. We're going to keep giving you opportunities to win live and local. And by the way, speaking to that, we talk about this all the time, and it's a little uncomfortable sometimes to talk about it because, for one thing, it's sad, but we do everything local, which is what radio was invented for, which was radio was all about. It was all about the local community. Radio is responsible for bringing you your local sports, your local news, your information about schools,
your traffic on a
your
snowy
weather,
morning, yeah.
and giving away prizes to you here in our local community. But now, because things have changed so drastically, and it's not the fault of the people that work at these radio stations, it's the corporations that bought them and have screwed them up, but they just don't do anything local anymore. On any given day here, you can win dozens of prizes that are local, goes to a local winner. They give away a couple prizes a year to somebody nationally. There's a huge difference there. And we've got all these great Detroit Tiger tickets right now that we're giving away, and you will have a chance. We just gave away the ones that we had at the Allure 20th anniversary celebration on Friday. We gave those away just now, but we still have tickets for Friday or Saturday and Sunday afternoon games at Comerica Park this weekend against the White Sox. Those are on Saturday a 1:10 game, and for some reason 1:40 on Sunday, so they're maybe a little longer in church or something. I don't know. Then we have tickets.
Tina, do you not think we see you or I see you here? Because I do. You're right there, saying that this is better not be an indication that Crossword's not seeing you again.
In Flint Township and Grand Blanc gift certificates.
We usually do.
We'll be giving away here on the Foxhole Morning Show this week alone to local winners.
I hope Tina Jr. had a great day yesterday. Tina Jr. had a birthday yesterday, by the way.
Mark Simon's on your way home from work. And, of course, those $103.90 chances we give you on Thursday mornings in real cash. And, then, of course, we're getting close to the end of the month, and everybody who's won the $103.90 in any given month are at the end of the month in another drawing for $1,100.
I never say good morning to you.
And, again, all local. Once in a while we have to tell you about that.
Pardon me. Nice day. Good job. All right.
Another thing, too, we're on top of the America 250 thing this summer. We're going to be all over the place with America's 250. If you've been listening, we already have started doing that. And I'm over at Susky, by the way, and we've just got ourselves some of these car coasters that they're kind of commemorative, collectible America's 250 car coasters that go in those little cup holders you have in your car that always get so grungy. So these will suck that stuff up. And they're made out of recyclable tires, and they celebrate America's 250, and they say it right on it. Susky celebrates America's 250th anniversary. If you'd like to grab those, stop in at Susky today, get an oil change in the service department, or get something done, and they'll be happy to hand a couple of those to you, or just stop in and see your favorite Susky rep. I'll be there most afternoons, or I can be there by appointment for you anytime if you call me and leave a voicemail on my direct line at Susky, 989 Big JB11. I'll put a couple of those coasters aside for you, all right? It's 7:39 right now. The Foxhole Morning Show. Johnny Burke and Steph all the way. All right, so Steph's Fox Flashback is next, and you get to choose from among all those great prizes we were telling you about just moments ago. Stand by.
And it's all the service of Graphics Galore this hour. They offer screen printing, signs, banners of any size, and custom apparel. They've been in business for over 20 years. You can contact Graphics Galore at 810-640-2249 or visit them at graphicsgalore23.com.
I don't care what I do here. Every single day, there's two things that are going to happen. I'm going to learn something, and I'm going to get bitched at. That's two things that happen on a regular basis here. Every day. Every day, without fail. Every day. Pardon me, Sheila. Did not mean to ignore you. Didn't really ignore you, just didn't see a message from you there. Hey, it's Royal Rachel once again. What was Rachel? I mean, what was Royal this week? Other than Prince Harry that I saw him at the basketball game. Well, other than that, what was going on with him? Was there more strife? I'll tell you something else about one learn, one yell. That's right. That's what happens every single day, at least. Every time. Every single time. You sent the sunshine when I was saying good morning to everyone. Yeah, sometimes I slide right by. I don't get to see that part right away. If I don't see words in front of me, I'm looking real hard for words because it's not that easy to do. The print is real small here. So I'm squinting looking for that, and that other will fly right by me. It was the Trooping the Color featuring the King and Wills and Kates with the kids. Trooping the Color featuring the King and Wills and Kate with the kids. I have to also look for that thing about Olaf, too. We'll check the email. I will say, and that reminds me, too, I told you guys that we got Psycho Dog starring in a video, one of those videos that we do for the commercials that show up on your feeds for a dog food brand. And that happened. Got it done. And I already, you know how it took me like 2.5 years to see one of my own, and I've done 135 or 40 of those ads up to now. It took 2.5 years to find the first one show up on my media feed. The one we did with Jacko was so well accepted that I saw it right away on my Instagram feed 2 days ago. 2 days ago, it was there. He's repping a brand called Happy Howl dog food. And you may see it show up in your feed. He's the star. He is the star. Speaking of stars, the star of South Africa is now with us today. Breaking away from his jovial co-workers to spend time with us, there's Zane. Good afternoon, Zane. Did I get the audiobook deal? Haven't heard. Did do the, in fact, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to shorten the trip over the West, because I wanted to get back to do that audition. I didn't find out I even had that as a shot until I had to get ready to go over to this, and I had to turn around, come right back, and then do the audition afterwards. So I don't know whether I'm going to get that or not. We'll probably find out in the next 2 days, 2 or 3 days maybe. Don't usually find that out like right away. Because in this case, they're looking at the possibility of, they have to have a male and a female narrator for this one. I've never done one of those before where it's a dual narration kind of, if they're going to do it that way. Right now, Forest Township is our latest crash in the area that could slow you down. We have a crash on Dodge Road just west of Washburn Road to slow you down. And again, 75 on the southbound side heading into Oakland County. We've got the exit to the way station is blocked there because of a crash that happened a little while ago, too. So take that into account if you're heading south. And if you spot a crash, let us know about it at 810-230-WRSR. That's 810-230-9777 to be a traffic tipster right here on 103.9 Fox.
As he had been inclined to stand on one leg while playing the harmonica, holding the microphone stand for balance. That one-legged flute stance became his onstage trademark, and he was often referred to as the, quote, deranged flamingo, unquote.
That is a very fitting
description. It is, isn't it? It is.
He looks frenetic on stage, too, yeah.
This is perhaps the best-known song from their War Child album, so let's get into it. It's Ian Anderson and Jethro Tull with Bungle in the Jungle on 103.9 The Fox.
Tina lost her place. Zane finished up last Friday at 224.8. 224.8 was our weight. 224.8 was our weight. But you were late, didn't see it, and that wasn't great. Our winner was Rachel. So this is the updated standings, or at least not standings, but list of winners so far in our quest to get down to 210. We are hoping to get down to 210 at one point, and when we do, the contest stops, and all of these names will be in the drawing. Randomly will be one drawn. Find out who's going to get that complimentary commissioned portrait of your favorite person, pet, or place that I am going to be happy and glad to do for you. Okay? This is not Linda's favorite song. She, I think, likes the one about snot running down his nose and the lyric, because they also did that song. Okay, you're gonna immediately throw something in there. Let's see, 222.2. Okay, well, all right, we're gonna start that then. We're gonna already start taking these 222.2 for Zane, and since it appears like Sheila's not going to be here, and evidently even if she was, I wouldn't see her, is gonna say 223.2. Okay, I saw that 223.2. I did see that. All right. Just so it's on the record. I did see that. All right? We'll need a Mexican hat to fill those Yeah, by the time we're done. Yeah. Zane's going to be absent Friday because he's going to be among those mistakes Friday. You're among the mistakes Friday. All your pals in the office. Since I never see Tina, now that we do, it's going to be 224. All right, let's get him in while we can. Because once you guys go invisible, I'm not going to be able to add or subtract or change any of those figures that you're sending me. Eventually, one of you is going to win. Boss Lady 223.3. Look at that. Boy, oh boy. Jeez. All right. Deb's got to go 223.3. This is only Monday. Jeez. There's a 221 for Kim. Where's that? Now I got to scroll back and see that one because that slid by me. 221. That's Ohio Kim. All right, cool. Thank you. Here's Steph and her Fox flashback.
Really?
But the movie never got made.
Okay.
But we got the album regardless, which I think is
Weight was 224.8 last week.
810-230-9777. We're going to give you the question and then circle back around for the prizes, all right? There was some speculation at the time that the historic 1974 World Heavyweight Championship boxing match called Rumble in the Jungle was a nod to today's flashback, and Ian Anderson didn't discount that in interviews. So, what two boxers were in that match? Haha.
There was a movie about it.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah. It was one of my favorite movies, too, by the way.
Yes, and you will be, you won't be shocked at the two participants. Two of the most iconic names in boxing.
810-230-9770.
Chris, 223. All right.
America Park and Tiger games. Two of them are day games this Saturday and Sunday against the White Sox, and three of them are evening games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week against the Yankees. We also have Atwood Stadium tickets.
215.8 for
tickets to see the Flint City AFC
Dale.
guys taking on the Michigan Jaguars.
215.8.
Soccer Friday night, this Friday night.
Eric, 223.9.
7 p.m. I gave you the wrong team. They're playing the Detroit Metro FC, and that's the Flint City Bucks on Friday night. Then next week
Okay.
at Atwood Stadium, the Flint City
It is
AFC
recorded.
takes on the Michigan Jaguars on Friday night.
No
And
one
then
has
Saturday,
220
the
even
guys
right
are
now.
taking on
No
Oakland
one.
County. So those tickets are available, and we also have freaking unbelievable burgers. So 810-230-9777 is the number to call in every case. First person to get it right wins.
Good morning, the Fox. Do you have an answer for us?
That would be Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
There you go.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No. Nope. Not Joe Frazier.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali
You're
was
half
right.
right. You're
Joe
half
Frazier
right.
was not.
I'm crying out loud. I screwed that up then.
Good morning, the Fox. Do you have names for us?
Yeah, it's Frazier and Foreman.
No, it's no. Good morning, the Fox. Do you have an answer for us?
George Foreman and Muhammad Ali.
Yes, it was George Foreman and Muhammad Ali.
I screwed that
All
up.
right, who won? Do you know that?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Who's on our phone this morning?
This is Jack.
Jack, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, despite the fact that it's a Monday. Jack, what are you thinking as far as prizes?
Can I go over them again?
Oh, Lord. All right.
Tiger tickets for Friday and Saturday. We've got Tiger tickets.
Let's make the Tiger ticket.
There you
All
go.
right,
For
perfect.
Saturday and Sunday, I should say. So you can take one of those 2 days. You're good for that?
Yeah.
All right, very
Perfect.
good.
All right. Who just hooked you up with 4 great seats to see the Tigers?
The Fox.
Thank you.
103.9.
There you go. Big deal, Mark.
That's how that works. Okay, so you do want 220 even. All right, well, then we'll give you that. Y'all enjoying the Soccer World Cup there in America? Okay, guys, I will open it up to you because I've not seen any. Are you guys enjoying the soccer that you are seeing, assuming you're seeing it? I've not seen any of the matches. Been busy. I've tried for 40 plus years to get into that sport. It's damn hard for me. I haven't been able to do it yet. And I had to cover it when it was a pro sport here in Detroit back in the late 70s, and the Detroit Express had a team in the North American Soccer League. I cannot get into that sport. I cannot do it. I have tried so damn hard for years, decades. Can't do it. Andrea wants 222.8. All right, we're going to have our whole list right here. Jeez. All right, Andrea 222.8 is now there. And Eric is not a soccer fan. And you know, a lot of people who are soccer fans are primarily those who either have in their family or friends who have kids playing soccer, and they're getting into it that way. But a lot of us old guard people never really had that as much going on. People in my generation coming up were all playing baseball. They all got a ball and a bat and maybe a mitt if they had enough money to do so, and played baseball, not soccer. We didn't have a lot of soccer fields around when I was growing up, but we had 8 baseball diamonds in the public park, which was right across the street from my house. And you had to have a permit from the city parks and rec department to book time on those diamonds because they were so in demand. They were always in demand. There were kids playing baseball everywhere. Nobody played soccer. No one. We're the only country in the world that soccer's not the biggest thing going. Alice, Linda played softball. Tina's exposed to baseball and football. See that? Dale doesn't care about it. Ohio Kim is not a soccer fan. I should do a midweek weigh-in to prepare for Friday. I can only take that shock of being on that scale once a week. And a lot of people, it's being told, some people try to get on that scale every day. And nutritionists and health experts will say that you will drive yourself nuts if you do that. Yet I know people who do it. They get on the scale every doggone day to see if there's some kind of trend, either gaining or losing weight. I don't want to bring myself into that because I know I'm going to have issues if I do that. I'm going to be frustrated more than anything. All right, we're going to be doing some news in a minute here. And just a few minutes after that, we're going to do the start of the crossword puzzle. We're getting just a tad warmer around here. Still haven't hit 50. We are supposed to be dry today. Dry, mostly sunny. Okay. No way, Jose. No way. 7:55. Look, I got a whole big list of numbers and guesses for the weigh-in. We got a long way to go. I got a long way to eat. Slyman is now here. Good morning to Slyman. Andrea's got brats on the grill for dinner tonight. Lazy lasagna for tomorrow. Oh, no way, Jose, as opposed to, okay. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. I will say, though, that after we got done with doing the last weigh-in several years ago and we were successful in dropping 50 pounds, I stayed off of the scale for a long time, and that probably wasn't a good thing because once you hit your goal weight, you're really supposed to have the discipline to at least monitor it every once in a while just to make sure you're not straying. I ended up straying over the course of a couple of years, I'll tell you that.
There's 5 things you need to know to get your day off to the right start. Hal Maas is compiling that list right now. I can see the sweat pouring from his brow. He's next. 103.9, the body.
They can watch my feed just like we're watching theirs. And as you can see, I'm sweating bullets, right? Anyway, something else I was going to talk. There was one thing. Some people have had a great weekend, and some people have been doing really, really well the last few days. But none better than this dude in Maryland. Is it hot here? No, not even at all. It's not even 50 yet. It's like 49 degrees, and it's going to be in the 70s today. This whole week is going to be pretty comfortable from a temperature standpoint, although it looks like rain, pretty good possibility tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Today, no. Today it's going to be a nice dry day, but cooler than last week was. And you're thinking it might rain again today in Bama, says Boss Lady. Maryland is where they have lottery luck, where a guy bought 3 identical tickets for the same Pick 5 drawing, identical tickets for it, and he ended up winning a total of $150,000. They were $50,000 each. La Plata, Maryland. He told lottery officials he used his employee number from his federal government job. That was what he used for his Pick 5 numbers, to buy 3 $1 tickets. And they all ended up winning $50,000 apiece, so he's $150,000 richer. 63 right now, going to be 73, Culver City, part of California. It's bad enough when you get somebody who wins a lottery prize, but when they multiply it, and we've heard a few stories of this type where people have had more than one ticket and they all happen to be a winner. Like, come on, really? Now, the 2 big games, the multi-state games, are getting up there again. We've got 269 million for tonight's Powerball drawing, and that that Mega Millions drawing is well over 400 million. So we're getting into that real attractive territory for people to buy tickets again. Minus taxes, he's probably getting 20 grand. I don't know what the tax situation is in Maryland. Everybody's state tax situation is a little bit different. Because this is a state game. This isn't the national Powerball or Mega Millions where there's a lot of taxes stripped out.
It's classic rock right now. Let's head on over to the Hal Maas.
Oh, it's news time. Time for me. 5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox, brought to you by Fox Big Deals. 103.9 The Fox wants you to save up to 50% at your favorite local businesses, restaurants, services, and more. It's Fox Big Deals. Visit foxbigdeals.com or click the link at classicfox.com. Like Fox Big Deals on Facebook. President Trump and Pakistan's Prime Minister announcing yesterday a deal has been reached to end the Iran war. Trump saying the deal will reopen the Strait of Hormuz in exchange for lifting the U.S. blockade of Iranian ports. The Pakistani Prime Minister saying that an official signing ceremony is going to be held this Friday, it's June 19th, in Switzerland. Police have reportedly identified a man who was found dead outside of a GM plant in Swartz Creek last Wednesday. According to MLive, it's believed to be a man having died of medical issues and was discovered not breathing and bleeding from his head. He was described as being either in his 50s or 60s. 2 members of the Michigan State University Board of Trustees reportedly being censured for refusing to sign the MSU board's new code of ethics. Mike Balo and Rima Vassar are citing their free speech rights and pushing back against the trustees' new code that requires loyalty to the university and not speaking out against board decisions, even in cases where they might disagree. Ford Motor Company recalling 250,000 vehicles that were incorrectly repaired under a previous recall. It was supposed to fix an issue that had caused the engine to stall while driving. This affects Ford Focus vehicles from the model years 2K12 through 18. The pro sports winter sports are done now, all in the same weekend. The Carolina Hurricanes become hockey Stanley Cup champions. They blanked the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 6 last night, 3-0 for their first cup in 20 years. And that comes just one night after the New York Knicks had claimed their first NBA title in 53 years by defeating the San Antonio Spurs. Tigers and Guardians rained out in Cleveland yesterday, so they're going to make that up September 4th as part of a day-night doubleheader in Cleveland. The Loons finishing up a week in Wisconsin by losing to the Timber Rattlers 7-3, and Denny Hamlin, for the 3rd straight week, takes the checkered flag in a NASCAR race. He won yesterday out at Pocono Speedway. And to cap this one off, gas prices in Michigan rose by 2 cents a gallon over the past week, settling at a statewide average $4.19 for regular unleaded. That's 5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox. Today's forecast calling for cloud cover to gradually thicken as we reach a high of around 72 degrees. Winds out of the west at 5 to 13. They'll gust to about 20 miles an hour. Partly cloudy conditions expected tonight, along with temps bottoming out around 56. Tomorrow, increasing cloudiness, bringing a chance we'll see some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. We'll be up around 76. And for Wednesday, some sun mixing with the clouds. We're likely to get some shower activity in the afternoon, make it to around 74. And right now, it's 49 in Flint. In Saginaw, 48.
Coming up, somebody's going to get a chance to win some freaking unbelievable burger gift certificates from 103.9 The Fox. Could be you. Stand by.
What were gas prices like before all the increase in America? Yours went up by about 50 cents. We're up around $4.17 now, a statewide average. I paid $4.09 just yesterday for it, where I happened to stop. We were down around the $3.20, $3.30 range fairly regularly before all this price spiking started to happen. It has gotten over $5, but that's been only briefly. The diesel prices are up, they have been up around $6.20 or so. I think they've backed down a little bit, but they were up over $6 for a while. No rain, roofing needed one day. Yeah, it's not going to rain today apparently, so you should be all right if you've got a roofer coming up. You need to gamble again? Tina rarely wins. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Tina, right there. There's a name, Tina. Diesel was unfortunate for them. Yeah. Boy, that's a lot of. I mean, that is really cutting into. That's really cutting into the budget when you have to deal with that kind of gas price. Johnny's been going back and forth to Ohio for the past several weeks. He has a brother who needs to be placed in a different assisted living center than the one he's been in. I don't know if it's assisted living or nursing home. I forget which because he's got a head thing going on. But he's been going back and forth to Ohio, and he's been spending, he figures, $500, about $250 a trip. $125 down, $125 coming back. And he's been going down there for 3 or 4 weekends. Finally, as a bridge to getting this thing settled, because they still haven't found a place for him, he's got his brother now living with him temporarily. Johnny's kind of been like a halfway house for family members over the years. He really has. You get around 550 kilometers per full tank. Would you say that that's a good mileage? Since we're not doing the conversion here, I don't know. Is that considered decent mileage in your vehicle or no? Where even though you're paying a lot, you're still managing to get a lot for your dollar or your whatever you're paying for a kilometer of gas. Before we get too deep into this, because we're not going to be able to do much yet, I think they're going to play another song. Let's find out if they do before I try to commit to doing this. No, they're going to do another song. Okay, so I can show you. Here we go. Let's get to our 342 miles is what you got to a gallon of gas or to a kilometer per full tank. 342 miles for a full tank. That's really not too bad. This is what we're going to start with, and the theme for this puzzle is excitable walk. The shaded squares will spell out an eager dog's bad habits. Psycho dog, are you listening? An eager dog's bad habit. That's what we're going to get to when we get to it. And we did pre-fill out just a little bit of the puzzle. We went from left corner to middle to bottom right corner, and that's where we did the pattern this time to get you started. So with that, let's see what we can do. Let's get started with, where can we start? Let's start with 14 down. 14 down, which is over here. 4 down, I'm sorry, not... no, do I want 14 down? Do I want 14 down? No, I don't want that. That's 14 across. Let's do this. Let's go to 4. Let's start to 4 down instead. We're going to start with an A, end up with an E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 letters. We're going to start there. And the clue is going to be electrify. Electrify. To get to our first word today. A blank 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 E. Electrify. And that may not necessarily, just be literal, totally literal. Electrify. Not amaze. This is one word and it's 6 letters. One word, 6 letters. A blank 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 E. And the clue is electrify. Animates. That's too many letters. Another way we can try to get to it is by going 12 across. And let's look for the word for catalyst. Catalyst. Blank, 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 blank. 4 letters for a catalyst. Four-letter word for a catalyst. Kim said ampage. Yeah, I missed that one for sure. That's got too many letters in it. That's got 6 letters. Nice guess, but that's got 6 letters. Well, God, it does have 6 letters, but that's not the word we're looking for. And again, I'm going to say to you, don't necessarily take the clue totally literally when the clue is electrify. That's more of a mood than actual. That's more of a mood than literally taken. And before we get to it, let's get back to the Johnny stuff.
Listen, Thursdays through August for chances to win $103.90 from Streeter Brothers Concrete Contractors of Burton at 103.9 The Fox. On Thursdays, we tell you when to call 3 times. First one during the morning show, then midday with Steve Driver and On Your Way Home. With Mark Simons, you get that same chance, and it's always the 9th caller, and then that person always gets $103.90 in cash that they can pick up immediately. They don't even have to cash a check. We've got it all here in greenbacks and a little bit of silver. Well, it's not really silver anymore, is it?
No.
Whatever it is, alloy.
Do we still... Is it 40 or is it 39? Like, are we still using pennies with this?
That was 90 cents.
Oh, good point. Oh, all right, 103.90. All right.
Yeah. So that's, and then of course once a month is $1,103.90. All the $103.90 winners for that month. Like 2 of the months, I think that's 12 of them, and then there's 15, I think, one month because I think there's 5
July.
weeks. So we will give away that $1,103.90 to somebody who's already won $103.90. We always do that on the last Friday of the month, and we do that 3 times. June will be the first one, and is that next week? Yeah, it is, I think. Yeah, next Friday.
It is.
A week from this Friday, we'll have that grand prize drawing. So there you go. This Thursday and next Thursday being the final Thursdays for this month. Get registered to win that by getting $103.90 one of those 3 times. It's 8:11 right now. The Foxhole Morning Show. Johnny Burke and Steph steals a call. Tell you what, sometime in the next half hour, I'm going to give you a chance to win a freaking unbelievable burger gift certificate. So stand by to win that.
This hour is service of Genesee County Parks, and it's fishing season in Genesee County Parks. Cast a line, relax by the water, and see what's biting this summer. For more info, visit GeneseeCountyParks.org.
All right, we've been telling you about a big fundraiser coming up this week. Here it is. The time to be Maddie Strong.
The word access turn. Access has the correct number of letters, but it doesn't end with the right one. It's ending with an S. We needed to end with an E. A blank 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 E. It has to end with an E. Traffic is coming up. We'll get back to our task at hand. We're also looking for a 4-letter word for catalyst. Catalyst. Let's see if there's another word that we can use. I know what we can do too, and we'll go, maybe this is going to be one that knocks out a whole lot of mystery for some of these words, because we're going to go one of those coast-to-coast words, or phrases going from left to right. We'll take care of that as soon as we get done with the traffic here. That'll help with the word we're trying to get to, and it's going to help with several others. Oh, you know what? Ohio Kim's got it. Arouse. That's it. That was what we were looking for, the word arouse. Got it. For catalyst, is it turn? Not turn. Correct number of letters, but not the right word. Catalyst. I'm not sure that's the greatest clue either. That's why I want to see if we can maybe get this other word that I'm going to, or phrase that I'm going to give you in just a second here. That might help you with a lot of words, because this is one of those all the way from the left to all the way to the right.
Fresh cut grass all across the neighborhood. Now's the perfect time to upgrade your cut with Cub Cadet at Ball Equipment, Eastern Michigan's lawn and power sports superstore. Take advantage of 0% financing up to 48 months and get the performance and precision that makes every yard.
Okay, let's see here.
Ultimate Zero Turn starting at $35.99, or the XT Enduro lawn tractor starting at just $23.99. No matter your yard or your budget, Cub Cadet has you covered. Get yours today at Ball Equipment. Visit your nearest location in Richmond, Sandusky, or Birch Run, or shop online at ballequipment.com.
If you're an older adult, do you have a blueprint for your future? Where do you want to live? What kind of help might you need? How much would it cost? Explore your options for long-term services and supports with My Options.
You were interrupted.
Before a crisis, so you can stay in control.
Happens to several of these folks here. We have a busy group here.
MDHHS MI Options, sponsored by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services and the Michigan
Very
Association
expert
of
at fanning out attention to different sources. Kind of goes with the territory, it appears.
Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya,
Electricity. As I was saying, Zane, about that clue, I didn't want you to take it completely literally. I said it was really more of a mood. Electrifying as a mood, arouse is kind of the same thing, as opposed to electrify having to do with just electricity. This was really, don't take that clue literally. But some of these clues you have to kind of work around and take a broader view of them when you get them. Sween Dog has now joined the party. Good morning, Sween Dog. What's going on in Massachusetts this morning? What's up? Not a fan of busy mornings. Linda's not a fan of busy mornings. I don't know if Sween Dog is either, but he manages to get here a lot. New issue to slow you down in Davison Township. We have a crash at the intersection of Lapeer and Gale Roads to tell you about. Lapeer and Gale Roads. That's right now the only slowdown spot. No others going on the freeways or surface streets in the area. And for vehicle city traffic info all the time, anytime, you check out classicfox.com/traffic. When you run across a slowdown, let us know at 810-230-WRSR. That is 810-230-9777 to be a traffic tipster right here on 103.9 The Fox.
Hell, I guess I did not know this, but when we beat Paraguay 4-0 Friday night in the World Cup,
Yeah.
that got us 3 points in the World Cup play, by the way. That's also the most goals they've ever scored, ever, in a World Cup match.
I'm not going to be surprised at that. 4 goals is pretty unusual.
Yeah, 4 goals is, there's the most, which is kind of crazy. What's his name say? You can score more often in a Christian camp.
Oh, I heard that this morning. That was funny.
Than a Bible camp. You can score more often in a Bible camp than you do in a soccer game.
They're a juggernaut.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big deal that we did that. Now, is Paraguay... See, here's my thing. This is how much of a novice soccer fan I am. When I hear you're from South America, I automatically assume you're better than us. When it comes to soccer. Am I right, Hal? Is that like
They certainly pay more attention to their soccer there. In fact, one of my people I got a fellow from South Africa who's on our live stream right now who asked me how it's going over there, and I'm saying, most of us don't know. We're paying marginal attention to this.
We've got 3 points and we won a game. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what that means.
That's a lot of downtime to sit through with only 4 goals a game.
And that's a lot.
That's a ton of goals.
That's a lot of
boring.
goals.
That's boring.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime bunch of goals. Here's the Talking Heads on the Fox. You may find yourself
Yes, Sebastian Aho won a Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes are your Stanley Cup champions this year, the day after the New York Knicks won the basketball championship. Now, I will say, I told you I used to cover soccer, professional soccer, back in the late 70s when the Detroit Express existed in the North American Soccer League. And the very first game I had to cover, and I say 4 goals, was unusual in a soccer match. Really unusual for offense, right? Well, that game that I had to cover was against a team from San Jose. The Detroit Express were playing San Jose, and I think they might have been called the Earthquakes back then. And the Express won that match 10-0. 10-0. Nothing. Trevor Francis had 5 goals in that game, and he was the heartthrob of that team from the Express. The women just love this dude. He scored 5 goals by himself in that match. But that was highly, highly unusual. Now, what is not unusual is our group polishing off these crossword puzzles. And I'm going to go over to this one. Let's see if we can use our collective brains to get this one, because if you knock out this left to right phrase, it's going to tell you it's more than one word, it's a phrase, that's going to give you a kind of the key to a lot of answers here. Here now is the clue to it. Sweet selection. Sweet selection. And it goes left to right. It's a phrase, more than one word. Sweet selection. Blank, blank, blank. Oh. Blank, 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 blank. Yeah, the San Jose Sharks is the soccer team right now, but this was the hockey team right now, but this was a soccer team back in the late 70s. Yes, it is Monday. It absolutely is Monday. Sweet selection. Can you come up with a phrase, and I'll tell you it's 2 words, for sweet selection? Because if you can, it's going to knock out a whole lot of these words, or at least get your reel started really, really working. Not chocolate bar. Here's something for you. Let's try this. 6 down, four letters. 6 down. Substitute word. Substitute word. What is 1 down? Tim wants to know that 1 down is some sonata movements. Some sonata movements. And Rob Suka's ready to order fireballs with coffee for Tina, because that's the usual order over there when we're in the saloon. The soccer talk jamming you up well. Gee. We're going to do a lot more of that now. We're just warming up with the soccer talk, because that's like over a month of stuff where we got to deal with that. And then 20 questions jumps in as well. Maybe she's like, if she's got some questions for you about soccer, you got to bone up on that to be prepared to answer them. Sweet selections is going to be our phrase here. Sweet selections for this. Going all the way left to right. Yep, hang on. Oh, Johnny's doing another song. So that's fine. Arkrobot? No. Tina's head is not working. Which is too bad, because I can see it today. So if you give me answers, I'll see them. All right, I see that Eric came up with the word that we're looking for up here for 6, which is substitute word, and that is lieu. In other words, in lieu of another word. L-I-E-W, lieu. She's playing My Little Pony. Well, there's excitement and a half. Okay. Here's one. Tracks of travel. Let's go 5 down. 5 letters. Tracks of travel. Cannolis, you said. We need, first of all, it's more than one word. And we need a lot of letters for it. All the way across, from left to right. Tracks of travel. And again, let's not be totally literal with this, Sween Dog. You said rail, but we need, think of big picture here. Think of concept rather than the actual literal clue. Tracks of travel. In other words, let's say routes of travel is another word that we could use for that. Because if you use tracks, then you think of it literally, and then you get onto the rails, and then the answer is going to run you off the rails. So what we want to do is let's say routes of travel. Okay, that's not it either. Again, no, Ohio Kim, let's not take it totally literally when we're talking about that clue of tracks of travel. Think of it more like routes of travel. What would be another word for routes? Tracks, routes. Not north, not train, not trail. There you go. Ohio Kim got it. Paths. Paths. Paths of travel. Andre got close, but it was paths. All right, let's go back and see how we're doing here. Let's go to here. Let's go over the next one, over 7 down. Veteran worker. Veteran worker. And it is blank, 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 N blank. And this, again, is a phrase. It's more than one word. Veteran worker. Veteran worker. It is 7 letters. Blank, blank, blank. Blank, blank, N blank. Hang on.
Good, even though it's Monday.
Yeah, I'm going back to work. I've been off for a while.
Oh, that sucks even more, doesn't it, Randy?
Yeah, well, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Well, listen, we can make you feel a little bit better, Randy. You are caller 3 for those freaking unbelievable burgers.
All right, that's awesome.
Nicely done.
We've got freaking unbelievable burgers in Flint Township or Grand Blanc. We've got a gift certificate for you. Congratulations from 103.9 The Fox.
Thank you so much.
Okay, back to the puzzle. Hi, let's see here. Sweeney Dog says lifelong. No, Eric says old hand, and that's what we're looking for. Old hand. It was a phrase. Veteran worker, old hand. He's an old hand at that particular career or vocation. Okay. Now, let's go over to 15 across and see if we can get even closer to what we were trying to find. And the roofers are here to start banging on Linda's roof, so they're going to be high on the roof for a while today. And Tim Fan will not be among them. Sweet selection. Sweet selection. And we start here. Blank, 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 O, blank, T-E-D, blank, 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 blank. And it's all the way across 2 words. 2 words. Zane says assorted something. There you go. Now you're warm. Now you're heating up. Now you're heating up big time. Now you're heating up big time. Assorted something, Zane says. Now you're heating up. Blank, 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 O, blank, T-E-D, blank, 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 blank. Zipping on across there from left to right, all the way across. Assorted something. It is not one word, Rob Suka. That's the thing that I don't want it to throw you. That's why I said it's really 2 words. Andrea says assorted candy, and I notice Eric also says assorted candy, and you guys got that. That's it. Assorted candy. Assorted candy. Nice job there. Beautiful. Teamwork, see that? And you can do that with your coworkers too if you put your mind to it, or their minds to it, which you don't seem to have confidence in, it seems. Okay, Let's see. Next up, we're going to go over here. 17, because we only need one letter to get this one. 17. Informal affirmative. Informal affirmative. U blank H-U-H. This one should be a short putt to be made here. They hardly have brains to get a bad idea going. Wow, look at that. Jeez. Did you watch the USA soccer game? I did not see that, Rob Suka. I did not see it. I only got a chance to watch one period of the hockey game last night. It got started too late. That's it. Andrea's got that, and Eric's got that, and we've got that marked down as words or phrase completed. U-H. H-U-H. All right, let's see where we can go next and see if we can nail one more word before we're done for the day and try to get one more word out of it. Let's go over here to 11 down. Cairo's country. How about that? This will be the last word today. Cairo's country. Blank, blank, Y, blank, blank. Blank, blank, Y, blank, blank. Cairo's country. As Rob Suka takes off, we'll see him tomorrow. Linda says Egypt. Andrea says Egypt. You guys are right. Absolutely. And that's going to wrap up our day here. We got a pretty good helping of that top half done today. Pretty good topping of that top half done. Rob Suka added to it, and Egypt is our correct answer. So, thank you very much, guys, for your attention and your attendance and being here on a Monday to kickstart the week here. Yes, it's Monday, and it's sometimes a struggle to get going, but see, you got it into gear by the time we're done. So, back again tomorrow morning. As you know, we'll be coming back here to our regularly scheduled live stream, which is TikTok, then Facebook, then YouTube. And we'll see what we can do about getting more of that crossword puzzle done and getting the world's problems solved with all our friends at Hal Raisers here in the Hal Hole. Okay?